Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Dustin, Berserker Bear. I have another edition of Boots on the Ground for you, bushwhacking Tartaria, fishing on a star fort. We are today at the Erie Basin Marina. I was fishing there a couple days ago, right up in the cut, right over here. Hope you can see the cursor size. I did increase the size a little bit. Appreciate the comments. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for your support. I'm still putting together my Greek Fire edition for you. Got a bunch of books I'm putting together. That will be out soon. But today we are at the Erie Basin Marina. Right here at the southern tip of Buffalo. As per usual, I'm a fisherman. I like getting out and fishing. I went down here the other day with my friend, and I noticed some cool features in and around. I've been wanting to get down here, so had the opportunity to, again with my friend, go fishing. And of course I jumped on that. He had told me he was going down over to this marina, and I know that it's in and around the area of the Star Fort that I've addressed before, so we're going to go over some old maps as well. You know, Star. Possible Star Fort. And I was fishing on it, and we'll see how it possibly might be related out here to Depew, a little bit outside of Buffalo, regarding the waterworks. So let's get into it. Bushwhacking Tartaria with your boy, Berserker Bear. Okay, so here we are. Again, let me get you situated. We'll go over some pictures I got. Pretty cool pictures, actually. Got that dude flying away. Yeah, I was down here fishing. Effectively, right where I am here is. We'll go over those pictures. We'll do a brief history. I'll read from this. Couldn't find it over here on my mainstay, Info Galactic, but we'll read from Wacky. Brief history, and I'll go over it, and I'll show you how I think that obviously this was an usurped and repurposed star fort, and I'm going to build an argument for the next deep dive I'm going to do after Greek Fire. Again, I have to go back to Niagara Falls #2, and that will be a part of that. So I'm going to help in doing these little quick hitters. I hope to also put together a cohesive narrative across episodes to help build future deep dives. So let's get into it. We'll go over the history. Erie Basin Marina. I got a blank page open for anything that we might need. We got these panoramics from the Library of Congress. These are easily accessible to anybody. And we'll wrap it up at the end talking about a little cliffhanger for your Greek Fire Archimedes Death Ray that I'm still working on. I got all my, well, you know what? They're kind of out of sight, but I got my headphones on. Show you all the books I'm going to use as per main reference, and I'll use the internet for like a side reference. We'll use that to reference against. But those deep dive episodes, like my mining one, they are a little bit more extensive, a lot more research involved. So I appreciate everybody's help. Thank you for your comments and your support and your emails. Means everything to me. So let's get into it. Here goes your boy. And I'm actually, like you're looking at right now, you're looking at right here. Like I was right here, fishing along here. Now there's northern pike in here. There's bass in here. There's walleye, northerns in the river and in the lake. I mean, there's everything from sturgeon to catfish in this lake, but the pike like coming up in here and trolling around for the smaller fish, you know. And when I went there the other day, third or fourth cast, I seen one follow my lure in. Got to wear the polarized sunglasses, and we got some gravy regarding the polarized sunglasses and doing some looking up in the sky, because they not only do they cancel out the glare that you get looking into the water, and they help you fishing, polarized, but they also cut down the glare for when you want to look up in the sky. Highly recommend getting them. They're amazing. So that's where I am. Now I also want to find out where I am and try to coordinate or correlate where I am here. So let's see if we can do that on both of these maps. And then I'm going to try to, because when I was down there, I could see not only is there like a cool Stonehenge, like I think you could see that on the Google Earth actually right here. I got a close up of this. And with the radial patterns in Buffalo and the waterworks and everything that I presume, I think that this was all not a canal out here in Depew. I think this was all hydraulics, and I think that this was all a canal bringing water out to irrigate the farmlands out here outside of Buffalo. I really truly believe that. I think that that canals came in here. There's old, you know what, as a matter of fact, I don't mind showing you. Excuse me. Biggest fish I ever caught. There goes a walleye for you. Say your boy don't go fishing. Okay, 4K. There goes the city for you. Now, this is Washington, D.C., circa, oh boy, early. Now, all these old cities had canals going right through them. Literally. How come I can't move this? This is acting weird. But yeah, effectively, what I think is going on is I think that this old star fort, I've said it before, this star fort, southern tip of Buffalo, was repurposed. Sorry about that. It's my editing app I just accidentally opened up. Cool. Yeah, so you can't see it whatsoever. There's no distinguishable features right here of a star fort. You got to be kidding me. Sorry about that. And you have one right across the water here. I've been over this, and again, I'm going to go over it again for the Peace Bridge, or the Niagara Falls number 2.0. Okay, smaller star fort there, Canada. And clearly, oh my goodness, you have to be kidding me. Unreal. Okay, discernible star fort here. No discernible star fort here, but you have the radial patterns going off of it. And I think that, I'm going to build an argument that these radial patterns that you see coming out of Buffalo, I believe that they were inlets for water taken all the way out to Depew, at least. That's a hydraulic tower, for sure. Okay, it's now called hydraulics pumping area. There's like a business over here, and I'm not even going to, I've done it before. That's what I'm trying to build an argument for, and that's what I believe. I think that this was all a canal, water. Literally think that water went through here. Delaware Park was probably a pond, and these were all canals. That's my opinion. That's the argument that I'm going to try making. Cleveland, Chicago, they all had canals to them. You can actually see I would advise going to look up the panoramics in here. Don't really want to do it right now, but they all have, and you could actually see it here and down. I mean, look at where the water goes. Water in here, and then it like ends right here. You can actually see it pretty good in this one too. It's actually a different color. Look at where the water goes, and then like goes underground, or it stops. Here you go. Check this out. This is all, I was driving around here the other day too. Look at where the water goes here. I mean, what's going on here? I mean, definitely what's going on here. Almost like Venice. Look at that. Almost like Venice, you know? Like, it's crazy. And this was all backfilled, terraformed, changed. And there it is now. You know, they certainly mined, hid, and paved paradise. Put up 33 parking lots. A beauty salon and a couple donut shops, I'm telling you. So let's go. It's my buddy. We're right in that little cut. Right. Erie Basin Marina. See it? Like literally they take down the old world and put up like a World War II looking Normandy style lighthouse. Alright, so I am right in the cut back over here by the gazebo. Fishing right up in here. Northerns, walleye, bass. The northerns are out right now because the water's a little bit cold. And the walleye like the cold water, but they like the currents. Current of the Niagara River is impressive. So let's go. What I'll do is I'll pull this out, and when the video hits, I'll read it. And we'll do a history of the Erie Basin Marina. This dude came back twice. We were fishing. I mean, I'm throwing a big old spoon Daredevil. Red and white one, classic. And I got him flying away the one time, and he came back later. This is a little short video. Pretty cool. You can see how they outline it with those these steel flashings. They drive them down into the soil. I got a video showing. I've showed it before down by Porter. I think I showed it on my last bushwhacking episode, to be honest with you. That's my buddy. And there were some other dudes there fishing as well. You know what time it is. Anywhere we can get to the river or the water in and around Buffalo, try to fish it. A lot of places are cordoned off, though. There's a lot of water authority around, a lot of private area. So you got to get in where you can. And here goes another video, and I'll read the history, because this is pretty cool. Okay, the Erie Basin Marina is a municipal inland harbor in Buffalo, New York. The marina is primary for residential usage, containing a large array of boat docks, gardens, and a public observatory overlooking the city and waterfront. I wonder if that's that pillbox looking thing. Concrete tower that I just went over. This is definitely monolith looking. Amazing. Okay, so observatory overlooking the city and the waterfront. The marina's harbor discharges into the Niagara River and Lake Erie. The Erie Basin Marina sits immediately south of the Black Rock Canal and north of Buffalo's Inner Harbor and Naval Park area, where it is joined by a promenade walkway. It is protected by a long breakwall constructed and maintained by the United States Army Corps of Engineers. It also looks like a buffalo from your Maps app. Is that right? Before the marina was constructed, it was a site of the Erie Basin, one of the two connections from Buffalo's outer harbor to the Erie Canal in the 19th and 20th centuries. The excavation occurred between 1848 and 1852, then protected by a seawall of stones, wood, and gravel. Is that right? Let's check out that 1888 map after that. Its entrance was the site of Buffalo's first waterfront grain elevator constructed by Joseph Dart. Later on, railroad tracks for Delaware, Lackawanna, and Western Railroad were put in place in the same location, specifically for loading ships with coal, or for dismantling and mining Star Fort. Maybe. It was reported that in 1900, a steamer owned by Baltimore and Ohio Railroad Columbia was stolen by 2 tugboats from the Basin on a June night. Huh. Constructed began in the 1950s and was completed in 1974 from slag of Bethlehem and Republic steel. Talk about mining. Okay. When viewed from above, the Erie Basin Marina has a shape of a buffalo, an intentional design feature paying homage to the city's monotonym. Maybe I said that wrong. We're going to try to figure that out. Okay, so these were the plaques that I found. These are the plaques that are right near this bad boy right here. Okay, and let's pull this over so you can see what I'm reading. Now, it does say constructed began 1950s and was completed by 1974 from slag of Bethlehem and Republic steel. Heavy industry here, Buffalo. 100 years ago, I went over it in my Buffalo industry deep dives, couple back. When viewed from above, looks like a buffalo, yada yada. Monotonym, metonym. In recent years, contamination in sewage has become an issue for the harbor. The Niagara Frontier Transportation Authority, which operates the marina, routinely clears logs and debris from the marina inlet. In addition, 10 million gallons of city sewage overflows. In 2010 was cut down to 4 million in 2017 after infrastructure improvements were completed. $1 million was spent in 2010 on the reconstruction of the marina seawall, an extension of the boardwalk and concrete pier besides the observation tower. In 2013, developer Carl Palladino planned to construct a 14-story apartment complex at the entrance to the site. A new restaurant, William K's, opened 2015, joining the Hatch. And we have a lot of great restaurants here in Buffalo. I'm not sure if that one's still open, but, you got a lot of competition here, that's for sure. Anyway, so, yeah, let's see if we can see if that's a buffalo. Actually, shaped like a buffalo. I'm not sure I ever... No... Oh, maybe. There we go. Like, is that the front of it? The legs? Interesting. So let's see what's going on here. Design of the monument. And that monument is that bad boy right there. It's got a 3D. Pretty cool. Traditional in character, symbolic in nature, the monument contains elements important in Irish culture. The granite standing stone from the Carrow County, Galway, is set off center to represent the Irish diaspora. Really. The well surrounding the standing stone symbolizes the great silence, that period following in the famine when no one dared speak of it. The biblical inscription in Irish below the standing stone is an expression of a culture and language and memory nearly lost. It translates, if these were to be silent, the very stones would cry out. The circular memorial field filled with the names of famine victims. It's almost like they're celebrating death in these things. It's unbelievable. Famine victims, those who survived. The names of famine victims, those who survived, their descendants and friends, symbolically ends the great silence. Okay. I guess those stones left blank honor the unknown who died as a result of Angorta Moor. 32 limestone boulders form the monument's outer ring. They represent Ireland's 32 counties. These rough-hewn stones, a gift from people of Cork Island, or Cork, Ireland, once formed Penrose Quay in Cork Harbour. Upon these, many immigrants walked to make their journey from Ireland, some for the last time. From the mid to late 19th century, the Buffalo waterfront became one of the world's largest inland immigration ports. Many immigrants from Ireland sailed across the Atlantic and continued their journey to eastern ports in North America and onward to western New York. That's Buffalo. Those entering the country through the port of New York often crossed the state on the Erie Canal in search of work. Thousands of Irish settled here at the site of this monument. Really? Let's see if we can find. Okay, so let's get a street name. It's a memorial for the Irish famine, of course, but I think that it's more esoteric and symbolic than that because of the line of sight that it has with the Buffalo Intake Harbor, or the crib, because I think if you line these things up, they'll go out here. So you see how this is all railroad, or tramways even, possibly, and that this is the hydraulic center. Let's actually do that. Watch. Here goes my old school skills right here. That was pretty close. All right, here we go. X marks the spot. X marks the spot. There goes that X. See it right here? See how we have a little bit of a crossway here? That crossway is right there. Boom. There goes the base of it. And look at the name of the business right next door, because they like to mark their area. Hydraulics. This, I believe, and I contend, was a canal. Way back, all the way to the harbor, to where I am. Where you at? Right here. Boom. Boom. That's my argument, and I'm sticking with it. And I'll lay it out more in future episodes. But yeah, check this out. We'll go back and we'll get some pictures done. You got a history of the Erie Basin Marina, and I will use this one in the future. But yeah, so there goes the straight line of sight pretty much. Actually, when I was at that monument, I had a straight line of sight to that intake crib, you know, as I believe that there are pipes going from it. Also, remember, I've done numerous videos. The fact that this crib is the one that's in the river is apparent in this 1902 map. But of course, there's no video of it being dropped or anything like that. John Levi has addressed this as well. I mean, in 1902, we have the crib demarcated here, but John Levi has went over research that shows they're saying this thing was built in like 1906 or between 1908 and 1912, something like 5 years. And this is a discrepancy here. I've pointed that out. And so is John. A lot of waterworks here in Buffalo. Very cool. And there goes City Hall in the background. I got to do that building as well. Beautiful. The construction of that, the photos of the construction of that are suspect. There are images of it being constructed, but they're hokey. Excuse me, sorry about that. City Hall. Probably on a radio pattern as well with this one. Now these pictures are interesting. There goes my net, just in case I get a pike. They definitely have teeth on them. You do not want to grab them by the mouth. You got to grab them by the gills. And you got to have like a tweezers to get the hook out. Because you do not want to stick your, even walleye. Of course, muskie too. So this is the, I believe that's the Sullivan ship. There's a boat parked in the harbor here. Yep, USS Sullivan, the brothers. There's the story about that is they'll never put the same brothers on ships in the Navy because one mother lost 3 brothers on one accident. Of course, you know, giving praise to unfortunate accidents seems to be the theme with our society. But yeah, the Sullivan is docked here in Buffalo Harbor, Buffalo River. And that is what that is. Very cool. It was a beautiful day. I'm glad I went down there to fish. I didn't catch anything but a suntan, but that's cool. There you go. The Marine Midland building. I'm not sure what they're calling it now, but just a cell block. Like that one. Very cool. See what they do? Drive them down in and then pour stuff in. My, that might look like stone though. It was definitely poured, as you can tell. Pretty ingenious, to be honest with you. Be able to reclaim land. Do stuff like that. Drive these iron, you know, they look like almost like window panes, slats, or what's the word I'm looking for? The things that you pull up, blinds, metal ones, and they just drive them straight down and connect them like that. It's kind of fascinating. But this is the Erie Basin Marina, old Star Fort, fishing on a Star Fort. That's what I'll call it, bushwhacking Tartaria, fishing on a Star Fort. Boom. Now, I had my polarized on, and I was seeing this one. I'll give a shout out to Crow 777 here. I was seeing this one and this one. And I don't know what I'm looking at, but I think I got it on the picture too. This is the one that is the original that I can see I was staring at for about 10 minutes. Be very careful. The only reason I was able to do that is because there was a thin veil of clouds and I had polarized sunglasses on. But it was not only a beautiful day, this was amazing. There you go. I'm not even going to vocalize the phenomenon that I'm seeing here because I don't want to trip any algorithms, honestly. I turned monetization off on my channel for that reason. I really don't care. I appreciate all your support, but this was crazy. I was seeing 3 different, it seemed, light sources. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful day. 1, 2, 3 maybe? I don't know. Allegedly, could it be? Very cool. So that was my boots on the ground bushwhacking Tartaria for the Erie Basin Marina while I was fishing. I hope you guys liked it. I'd like to get more videos out for you more frequently with this boots on the ground stuff. I'm doing a pretty big episode here with Greek Fire. These are all the books that I'm going to use. This is a preview. Pretty cool illustrations. Is it melt? Is it wood? Are they Titans? We're going to address that. I got books to use. I'm going to use them. And if you guys are interested in this research, please come check us out over here at MeWe. You have to apply to our group after making an account here on MeWe. But you can do this work at, outside your door, in your city, your neighborhood. Load it right up here and help us network the realm and find the old world. Again, it could be right in your city. And you can also get there from my YouTube page. Like, share, subscribe, and top rocker, bottom right, takes you to Realm Earth Research. Again, gotta apply and sign up at MeWe. We'd love to have you. And got a lot of good people here already. So any questions, let me know. And I appreciate your support. I appreciate your comments and your love. I will return again. Probably the next one will be the Greek Fire, a deep dive. I'm not sure I'm going to premiere it or go live and premiere it like I did with the mining, but it's going to be out soon regardless. So again, thanks very much for everybody's help, and I will be reporting back very soon. Take care.